You there! You don't need a gym membership to build a big chest, and I'm going to show you how. With 8 exercises, starting from a beginner level, going up to an advanced level. Let's go. So calisthenics is the tool we're going to be using. Calisthenics is basically the art of using your own body weight and your own gravity and manipulating levers and leverages and positions in order to create exercises without using external weights, which is why we can do this anywhere. The goal with today's video is I'm going to help you achieve muscle hypertrophy, which means muscle growth. Now, there are multiple parts to this. The main thing is that you get progressive overload over time. Now, in the individual session, we want to stimulate the muscle so that you can get progressive overload over time. And the way you do that is you place mechanical tension on the muscle, and then you want metabolic fatigue, which means that your training needs to be fatiguing to that muscle. You're building up fatigue under load. All exercises that I demonstrate here today are going to be compound movements. That means that we are not isolating the single joint, the adduction of the humerus, but rather we are using multiple muscles and multiple joints together in order to train our chest. And you might think that this is inferior since you're not only focusing on the chest, but this is actually wrong. If anything, you're putting more strain on the chest by using your chest in a natural movement pattern. It's better to train with big, heavy, serious exercises that spill over to other muscles, for example, our triceps and our delts, rather than trying to isolate every single little fiber in the body. Since we have hundreds of muscles in the body, that's completely useless strategy compared to doing compounds. So every single thing I'm going to show you guys today is a compound lift, but we're putting the main focus on the chest. Remember guys, when you train in the gym, you want to pick a weight that is heavy enough to give you some stimulus, but that's still light enough so that you can control it. It's the exact same thing here training calisthenics. But there we can't pick the weight, but we can pick the exercise. And I want you guys to look through this video and figure out which one of these exercises can I do for at least 5 reps and maximum 20 reps. Because that's a good, nice hypertrophy rep range where the exercise is going to be heavy enough so that you get that tension, but light enough so that you can get those reps in, get that good technique, and get that fatigue in the muscle. Exercise 1, beginner level. Most of you beginners out there have probably seen the recommendation to do push-ups on your knees. But this exercise is a bit funny because it's kind of hard to know how difficult are you doing it, and it's kind of hard to track and to control, and it's not as realistic as the normal push-up. It's super light at the top, a bit heavier at the bottom. It's a bit of a weird exercise, and I think it's a lot better if you do the incline push-up. Now the incline push-up, you want to find something that is between knee and hip height, depending on how strong you are, and for most people knee height is probably good. And what you're going to do is you're going to get in a nice position. You're going to have a hollow body, which means that you engage your core like this, hunch over a bit, go down, touch the object, and go back up, right here. And Charlie, you can record around me, and people can see that I'm tucking my elbows. Very good. When you can get 20 reps on this exercise, move on to the next level. Exercise number 2, the regular standard push-up. I know what you're thinking, they're too easy. Well, I'm here to tell you, not necessarily. It completely depends on how you do them. So here's what we're doing here. A nice, slightly wider than shoulder width hand positioning. Feet back. Charlie filmed the hollow body position. You're not here. You're not here. You'll have your core engaged. And notice that my body is in a straight line, all the way down from my shoulders to my feet, with that engaged core. Now we come down, touching the ground with our chest. There you go, like that. remember, with every variation of push-ups I'll show you today, make sure to touch your chest to the ground, because that gives you the maximum stretch on those pecs so that you can get the maximum squeeze and the maximum benefit. Exercise 3, decline push-ups. The decline push-up is the opposite of the incline push-up. You want to engage your upper chest and also get an increased weight on your hands and through your chest. So you're going to choose an object which has a height of knee height or lower. You don't want to go super high because the position is weird. I'm going to show you guys right here. So same kind of stance as with the regular push-up. Hollow body position. You go down, touch the ground with your chest. Just like this.
For those of you wanting to make the regular push-up or the decline push-up even more challenging, I recommend placing your hands on blocks or parallels or books or the like in order to lower the position where your chest touches the floor. This will make the regular push-up or the decline push-up significantly more challenging and add an extra layer of reason for your chest to grow, since it's working very hard in the deepest range of motion.
The next exercise is the regular dip, but we're going to do it with a focus on the chest. So when you do dips, you want to have a grip that is comfortably wide, and the biggest difference that we're going to make from a normal dip is we're not going to have our feet crossed behind us, because if you film me from the side, Charlie, a dip with your feet crossed behind you will mean that you kind of lean into this position right here with your shoulders down. This position right here with my shoulders is what we want to avoid. What we're doing instead is we're going to have our feet in front of us, engage our core in this position right here, making arms long, locking forward. Looking down, we're going to be crunched over with a bent back and with our feet in front of us like this. And we're going to go down to around 90 degrees and then press back up. Just like so. Once you reach around 20 reps or so on this regular chest dip here, what you're going to want to do is add some difficulty without needing to add any weight or complexity to the exercise. All you do is you stop at the bottom. You pause for 1 to 2 seconds and then press back up. I'm going to demonstrate right here. So you start in your good position here, lock down, pause, go back up, pause, back up, pause, up, pause, up, just like that. You might not like this. Some people don't call it calisthenics, but I definitely do. Weighted calisthenics is a complete cheat code to make any basic exercise massively more difficult. Remember, you might only need 5 to 10 kilos or about 10 to 20 pounds or so. You don't need massive weights to make a regular exercise massively more challenging. So this is the dip with just a regular backpack. In this case it's a very light backpack, but it's for demonstration purposes. You do the exact same thing right here. You can do the regular dip, the regular chest dip, or you can do the pause dip. Wonderful. And don't forget the magic of the weighted push-up. In this case, a weighted deficit push-up. So that's it, guys. 8 fantastic exercises to build your chest with just calisthenics. As you can see, I've got a chest pump. So they work, and that's just from demonstrating. I didn't even go to failure on anything, which I recommend you do. Guys, if you're interested in personal fitness and training coaching, just hit me up on Instagram at Ivan Sandvall in the DMs, and I'm glad to help you. Good luck in your training.